One of the most important systems in your home can also be one of the most frustrating to fix, and that is your toilet. There are a myriad of issues that can happen with a toilet. Your fill valve can be broken, which doesn't allow the water to either fill up the tank or fill up the toilet bowl. You can have an issue with the flapper at the bottom of the tank not sealing enough, and which allows water to just continue to leak. There are many issues that can happen with your toilet. And what happens with those issues is they can compound and they can create expenses. If your water is continuing to drain, then your water bill goes up, or if you have a well, your well pump runs all the time, which down the road can cost a lot of money. Now I'm here to tell you, it's not worth diagnosing the issues with your toilet. Instead, replace everything in it. The reason I say that is because it can cost you time and money to figure out what the actual problem is, when in reality, for $20, you can buy everything you need to completely replace the guts in your toilet. And today, I'm gonna show you how to do that. So for this specific toilet, I'm going to replace the entire fill valve because honestly, I'm not quite sure what the issue is, but the water is running constantly. So in order to do this job, you just need a new fill valve and a pair of pliers. And for this one, I also brought an adjustable wrench, and that's kind of just in case. So let's get started. All right, so the first step is to turn off the water at your shutoff valve. An important thing to note is there are a couple different types of shutoff valves. There's a push-pull valve, which has a little tab that you pull straight out in order to stop the water and push it in order to open the valve. And then there's also it's a twist valve. So there's just a screw at the end that you turn a handle on, and it either turns on or off the water. This one specifically is a push-pull. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull straight out on the valve, and you'll hear the water stop running. Once we've done that, underneath here, there is a screw, or it's like a little twist piece. You want to unscrew that to separate the valve from the tank. And I'm gonna take a small bucket or trash can, and I'm gonna set it right next to where I'm working, because the odds are there's going to be a little bit of water that pours out. And so we're gonna have that bucket there in order to catch the water. And so I'm just gonna use my hands here to unscrew this. If it won't come off completely with just your hands, go ahead and use your pliers in order to loosen. And there we go. The next step is right where you undid the main water line. There's another screw that holds in the fill valve. You're gonna unscrew that. Now be careful with this, because as you unscrew it, whatever water is remaining in the tank is going to dump out into your bucket. So what I recommend is flushing your toilet all the way by holding the handle down, making sure you empty out as much water from the tank as possible before you do this. So we're just gonna unscrew this screw. You're gonna see some water come out here, and then you're gonna take your bucket and you're gonna go underneath as close as you can, except that just completely dumped out. Okay, so I had to stop the video in order to get a more skinny bucket in order to fit underneath where this toilet is. And it's also a good idea to have a towel on hand. And so now we're gonna remove the fill valve. All right, so now that we've pulled the fill valve, making sure that all the water that we can get out of the tank is out. And then we can leave our bucket and towel sitting underneath for the remainder of this job. So this is what I've just unscrewed. This is the fill valve. So at the very bottom, you can see that there's some threads, and that's where the little tab that screws in from the bottom is connected to, and that's also where your main water line is connected to. Awesome. Next step is to unbox your new fill valve. So we're just gonna open this up. And with your fill valve, you should have two parts. You should have the main assembly, which again, right here is your where your water line is connected and where it connects to the toilet, just like I showed you on the other one. And then you should also have a tube. And this tube is how the water runs from the actual fill valve itself into the overflow, which I'll show you in just a minute. Now, each of these fill valves can be a little different depending upon the manufacturer. And so I'm not even ashamed. I take the instructions and I read through these and make sure that I install it correctly. So according to the instructions, I unlocked this fill valve by twisting the bottom. And now I'm going to stick it down into the tank, and I'm going to push it down until this line here is about a 1/2 inch below my overflow valve. Right there. Then once I find that setting, I bring it out and I relock my valve. Just like that. Perfect. So included in the packaging should be the mounting nut that goes underneath the toilet, which is the one that we just undid from the old fill valve. And so now I'm going to insert the fill valve into the toilet tank, reach underneath, and attach the mounting nut. And so I tighten that just enough to where it's sealed, but not so tight that I can't get it undone. With a lot of these fill valves, there's a metal clip that attaches to the end of the tube, and this is so that you can clip this onto your overflow valve, which keeps this running into the overflow valve rather than missing it and filling up the tank, which would cause your water to continuously run. So I'm going to take that metal clip, I'm going to insert it into the end of the tube. So the instructions state that if this tube is too long, that you can trim it in order for it to be more closely located to your overflow valve. And so if you look here, this overflow valve is very close to this fill valve. And so if I were to line this up like it's supposed to be, that is way too long. And so I'm going to go ahead and clip this on the overflow valve. And then I'm going to just quickly measure where that's going to be. And so in order to fully cover it, it looks like to be about that long. And so I'm going to mark that with my fingers, and then I'm going to use a pair of scissors, and I'm going to cut this tube right where I'd marked. And so now that valve is much closer to the size that it needs to be. The next step is to take your newly trimmed tube and insert it into the fill valve. So it's a little tight sometimes, so you want to make sure that you can actually get it fully seated. And now the last step is to locate your main water line, reattach it to the bottom of the toilet like we took it off of the fill valve before. You just want to hand tighten this until you get a good seal. All right, once you get this nice and snug against the fill valve, you want to slowly turn your water back on. Go ahead and wipe down your pipe and then check and ensure that you don't have any leaks. And it looks like we've got a little bit of a leak there. So I'll need to check and make sure that this is fully tightened. If this is fixed properly, once the water hits the fill line on the fill valve, you should hear the water turn off. So we'll wait a second and see if that happens. Perfect. And just like that, your toilet is fixed for less than $20. Rather than having to go through all of the steps and figure out exactly what's wrong and replace that part specifically, it's easier to just replace the entire fill valve or replace the entire flapper. Or sometimes it's easier to just undo everything, replace it with all new parts. Rather than replacing your toilet, you'll have a brand new toilet. As always, be sure to subscribe to my channel for more helpful videos just like this. I'm Caleb the Contractor, and I'll see you next time.